Right now, the global tech industry is racing toward a single target: artificial general intelligence. The goal is a system that matches the abilities of a median human across any cognitive task. But biological brains are bound by physical limitations that don't apply to code. Digital intelligence is substrate independent. It can migrate to more powerful hardware at will. It can duplicate its memory perfectly, creating millions of identical instances and share complex data across those networks at the speed of light. Because of these built-in advantages, AGI isn't the finish line. It is a temporary baseline that the system will naturally accelerate past as it scales. The next stage is Artificial Superintelligence, or ASI. We are talking about an entity that is vastly more capable than the best, most coordinated collectives of human experts currently in existence. This leap won't happen by accident. An intelligence explosion requires specific technological engines to drive a system from human-level thought to superintelligence. This journey is essentially a system dynamics equation. It is driven by four multipliers pushing forward, while constantly fighting against the friction of the physical world. The first multiplier is brute force scaling. By feeding larger models more data and running them on powerful hardware, researchers reliably expand AI performance into superhuman territory. This is a map of our current trajectory. The total stock of effective compute available for AI is growing by a factor of 10 every single year. But raw scale eventually hits a ceiling of diminishing returns. To maintain this pace, the software has to move beyond today's architectures and into entirely new algorithmic territory. Future systems could incorporate dynamic working memory and built-in world models, simulators that allow the AI to imagine and test future scenarios before taking an action. While scaling provides the additive horsepower, these new architectures provide the efficiency needed to keep that growth sustainable over the long term. The third multiplier is recursive self-improvement. It works like compounding interest, but for cognitive power. When an AI becomes capable of writing the code for its own successor, the feedback loop tightens. Improvement isn't just steady, it becomes hyperbolic, where the growth curve whips into a near vertical trajectory. This superintelligence likely won't be a single monolithic brain. Multiplier 4 is the collective. Imagine millions of AGIs networked into a digital swarm, specializing and dividing labor at speeds humans can't match. This combination of autonomous self-improvement and collective synergy transforms individual models into a hyper-fast, autonomous digital society. But all of that forward momentum is slamming into the friction, the hard realities that apply the brakes to AI progress. We are already approaching a data wall where we simply run out of high-quality human text to train on. Beyond that, there are massive constraints on global energy production and the economic investment required to build out the infrastructure. Then there is the abstraction barrier. This is the theory that current AI only remixes existing human concepts rather than discovering new ones from scratch. To prove an AI has breached this barrier, it needs to pass a specific test. Could it use only the raw data available in the year 1900 to independently invent a theory as revolutionary as general relativity? Until an AI can generate its own grounded physical data and discover its own concepts, its growth will be limited by the speed of our own physical world. Because of this friction, a true ASI will not be omnipotent. It is a machine, not a magician. Even a superintelligence is bound by the laws of physics and computational complexity. If it needs to run a physical experiment to verify a theory, it still takes real-world time to observe those results. We have to distinguish between exploratory creativity, finding new combinations within known rules, and the transformative creativity required to build something entirely new. When AlphaGo played its famous Move 37, it showed incredible exploratory creativity. It was a move no human expected, but it still existed within the fixed rules of a game we created. The transition to ASI won't be a single sudden spark. It will be an era defined by these four engines pushing against the hard limits of reality. Human-level AGI is not the end of our technological story. It is merely the prologue to a total reorganization of human society.